Hello, everybody. Wait for a few people to get in, of course, as always. Well, it's probably the wrong time of day to be doing this. I'll probably just do a quick one, and then I'll go live in probably about an hour or two. Get a few people in. It's a Friday night, I know, and we're 7 p.m. So let's see if anybody's about. Let me check to make sure I am live. Let's open up the chat. There we go. A few people starting to come in now. Come say hello. Finger Blaster, what's up? Annalie Whyte, Tom, all good? Trump's hairdresser. Is that for his toupee? Hope everybody's good. James, what is up? What is up? So it's only going to be a quick one because obviously a lot of people finishing work don't have time to come on just yet. So we'll get everybody on a bit later on. So I'll probably go live about 9 o'clock or something like that. Danny S, what's up? What is up? Karl Marx, yo. If Big Baby Man gets past AJ, do you fancy the chances against Whyte, Fury, or Wilder? Good question. Good question. Damien, I'm sorry about that. You still watching Minder? Bless you. Let's get ready to rumble. Absolutely. Just looking. Hello. Nathaniel, what is up? Yes. Yeah, I did a video on that earlier on. With Chisora, now with Dave Caldwell. AD, Wrench Gang, what's up? to my fellow honky, Scarsy. Up your hammers. Bad guy London, what's up? Iron Kong, what is up? She's biz. A cool name. Paul Jones, how do you do? Grant Harrison, hello. Mr. Nice, hello there. Hello from Preston. Trump's hairdresser, what's your favorite boxing moment? The moment. Okay, so the moment probably when Frank Bruno lifted the world title. I think probably that one. Craig Essex, what's up? I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, Roland, hello. Iron Kong. Every other story post on my Instagram from Dylan is something about AJ. Tell my card to move on. 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 4. Wow. Who wins, Jarrell or JP? Josie Parker. Good question. Good fight. Interesting one. Well, good, Craig. Chris Scott. Going to see Booth, AJ Fury. When do you think Fury fight will be sorted? I would imagine probably Monday, Tuesday next week. I would imagine. Okay, so a few more people are coming in than I expected. I only expected half a dozen of you guys to come in. So if I miss any questions, I do apologise. As I said, I will be going live again later. So a few of you guys can join me up later on. Megan and Mohammed, hello. Done a Eubank DeGale prediction yet? No, not yet. I usually do predictions of fights probably about a day or two before the fight is usually how I do it. The Pepper game review, what's up? When am I showing my face? Danny S, do you think people underestimate Big Baby Miller? Yes, I do. Hello from America, Gainesville, Florida. Hey, what is up? Would Usyk beat Luis Ortiz? Oh, it'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it? Be very interesting. I'd like to see it. Grant, what's up? Fred, good evening. Lee, what's up? Chingona, Namibia. That's near South Africa, right? Namibia. Yeah. From what's that guy's name? Julius Ndongo. Yeah, he's from there, isn't he? Chris got time. Probably about 9 o'clock thereabouts. So I'm probably going to spend about a half hour here, or I don't know, maybe a bit longer. We'll see how it goes. And then I'll go live again later, and I'll do screen share and all that kind of thing later on. Okay. Hang on a second. Why is the chat not showing that? If I open up the chat, I can release it. Show. There we go. Big Boys Boxing. Jono, what is up? Obi, Brian. Umar, IFL, Umar. Why is Wilder such a bitch, as in ducking fights? Well, he's made a career out of it. That's the only honest thing I can say about it. Bye Bye TV from London, Brixton. Oh, okay, so Dylan White's area. Fred, big baby, underestimated big time. The guy has taken head and body kicks from Moko Crow Cop and stayed standing. He's a big lump, isn't he? He's a big unit. I think AJ's going to have to really work on his body shots for this one. Mr. David, Wrench Gang, what's up? Did Chisora get a new trainer? I'm hearing rumours. Yep, he did. And I did a video about it earlier on. He's with Dave Caldwell. So, yeah. Let me see if I can get... There he goes, add another moderator. Jamie, what's up, sporting? Can you shout out Emily and Sam? Big up Emily and Sam. Thomas, when do you reckon is the most likely date for Wilder Fury? May 18th. I think that's what's being talked about. May 18th in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. Greetings from Estonia. Very nice. Ermo. Estonia. One of my friends, a few years ago now, she was from Estonia. Andy Crawford, I think Eubank Fury and Joshua. Eubank Fury and Joshua, what do you think? I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Wilder has made his profile bigger with all the bullcrap. Yep. Well, that was his intention, wasn't it, Joe? That was his intention. Can you tell me why you think none of these fighters, other than Miller, not called AJ's bluff? I have no idea. I have no idea. I sound like Ted Cheeseman. Well, I'm not Ted Cheeseman. I can promise you that. I'm gone. I'm watching your vids on Chisora. All right, bro. Catch you in a bit. The pre-ticket sale. There we go. Let me show it. There you go. So anybody can have a look. 7. What's up? My old Geordie. Wait, hey, man. What's going on? Window liquor. Wilder is a chicken that quacks. Josh will use Klitschko tactics now. Point Miller. I believe AJ has a speed advantage and would be wise not to go full out, as I think Miller. Yeah. You're absolutely right on that one. Gypsy all the way. We support you as Namibians. Awesome. Wilder using Josh to make yourself popular. Yep. And never had any intention. Yep. That's what it looks like. Dillian Whyte is the best heavyweight. I agree. You sound like the mute. Oh, sorry, I missed that one. Or maybe a pop up on my phone just in case. No, it won't. Thomas Reed, Fat Apple's in the building as well. Easter Bunny. Easter already? Bloody hell. Tyson Fury just been arrested. Behave. We all still destroying the delusional Wilder fans. Oh, it's fun, isn't it? It's all a bit of game, isn't it? Orlando, really? Sold within the first hour. So Wilder comes out now that AJ's confirmed his next opponent. Yep, JC. Isn't that normal? Sporting Watch. Michael Venom Page versus Paul Daly tomorrow. Sky Sports Big Grudge match. Watch the press conference. MMA Bella. I don't really watch that kind of thing, the MMA or anything. I suppose I should really, but boxing just seems to just take over everything at the minute. Interesting. Perez to rule on Garcia's title after the Spence fight. Oh, really? Has Spence fought Mando yet? He hasn't, has he? Yes, he has. Ocampo. He was a Mando, wasn't he? But, sorry, for Mike Garcia's title. I thought he had to vacate it. I thought that's what he had to do. If AJ tried to impress at an early stoppage, could be a mistake. Yeah. I think from the opening bell, he needs to start attacking the body, slow Miller down. Carry on, my wayward son. How do you judge Big Baby? He's like a tank, isn't he? He keeps on coming forward, and he's one of these kind of fighters that takes the heart of the fighter because he can take the shots, and he keeps on coming forward, which is soul destroying if you're the opponent. Um, he's quite heavy-handed, not as heavy-handed as you would think that he is, but you never know. Heavyweight boxing, all it takes is one punch, and Joshua could be out, and a world shock. You never know, but let's hope not. Can we suspect that Wilder's trying to get another rematch? Yeah, probably. Rocket, what's up? Can Garcia beat the weight Bully Spence? Well, he seems very confident, doesn't he? And he was calling out Spence, but I think Spence should be able to take the shots and just keep on walking him down. I think that's what happened anyway. Chris Scott has done it if it's May 18th. Oh no. When did Wilder last fight in mandatory? Well, he's had the title for 4 years. He fought one mandatory against Bermane, who should never have been a mandatory in the first place. So, thoughts on Dubois? Well, he's taken on Razvan Kajanu in a few weeks' time. So he's all right. He's all right. He's still young. So. Thomas Still, do you think Warren and Finkel are banking on Wilder Fury to pull more pay-per-views than Joshua and Miller so they have bigger bargaining chip? Well, with DAZN, obviously it's not pay-per-view, so they can't really do too much. So, I mean, they can certainly compare it to Sky Sports and BT Sport in the UK, but in America they can't compare it because DAZN don't release the numbers, which is why I said that those who say about, was it 15, 17,000, 27,000, whatever it was for Joshua versus Povetkin on DAZN, it's all a lie because DAZN don't release numbers. Taz 82, AJ should win, hopefully. Aiden Pinder, do you reckon Joshua can knock Miller out or another fight to go distance? I think he's going to be going there looking to put on a big display. It's a massive fight. Though. It's a huge fight. I mean, at the Garden and Joshua's American debut. It's a massive fight. Foamy, Miller comes forward to attack him, so it's better to stop in round 6. Could be right. Garcia ain't beating Spence. That's what I'm thinking as well. Eubank DeGale next week. Yeah, it is. Are you buying it? Well, how much is it? I haven't seen. Is it, what, a tenner? Something like that? Do you think the longer Wilder waits for AJ White, the more he'll use injury as an excuse when he loses? Oh, of course. Of course. Did AJ make a mistake fighting Miller? Potentially. Potentially. I mean, Miller is undefeated, and that is Joshua's third undefeated American that he's taken on in his own city as well. So maybe. I had a guy tell me. What was that about Philip Hershevich? Yeah, I've seen that he was signed up on there. Serenko and Gorman are 1 and 2 with Hershevich 3 as prospects. Ooh, I think Hershevich. Hershevich has definitely got to be up there, isn't he? He really has. Gorman and hopefully Dubois. But there again, I mean, I know I'm being a bit biased here, aren't I? So yeah, I'm hoping Dubois and Gorman. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I think that with Hershevich joining Matchroom, it's a good move for him. Very good move for him. But can he be a superstar? Who knows? I mean, he's being co-promoted anyway with it's Sauerland, isn't it? Team Sauerland. Miller's undefeated and ranked 10. Yeah. What do you think about Lee Selby at lightweight? Has he got much left in the game? Well, he's got the experience, hasn't he? I like I like Lee Selby. I've always liked him. Do you think AJ will put on more weight to fight Miller? Hopefully not, because he needs to be light on his feet. He really does. Who will win, Joseph Parker or Alexander Povetkin? Oh dear. Again, another fight I'd love to see. I'm on the fence, to be honest. I would imagine if Joseph Parker's got that angry side to him, like he showed last time out, he could do Povetkin. He could do it. Hopefully, because I'm a big Joseph Parker fan anyway. Jonathan, appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much. Jonathan Jerome. Miller would drop weight to 270. See, Miller said that when he drops weight, he feels flat. So I don't know. Yeah, Gordon Banks. Yeah, I heard that was what 2 days ago, wasn't it? Legendary English goalkeeper. Yeah, so big up Jonathan again. Thank you very much. Rocket Andretti. If Wilder with BT Sports and Frank Warren backing him offered Joshua 50 million, why didn't Wilder himself or Fury get the same offer from BT?
Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. If he's got that 50 million, then why doesn't he? I mean, surely he's got enough to pay both fighters and put it on the UK. Yeah? Clearly, he doesn't have it. Yep, hit the thumbs up. Appreciate it, Fat Apples. Craig, salute. All right, comments coming thick and fast. I thought you guys be eating your dinner and I don't know, having your baths and everything after work. I wasn't expecting so many people in. As I said, I was only going to do about a half hour, just purely just to say hello to you all, pass a bit of time, and then go live again about 9 o'clock. AJ will come slick and fast, loads of altitude training in the tank. Yeah, maybe, hopefully. Shane, what's up? Have you spoken to Cheeseman? I hope to see him again against Fitzgerald when he gets beat off Scott. Um, no, I haven't. Well, briefly. I mean, I speak to him quite a bit, Ted Cheeseman, but no, nothing really about the fight or what next plans are. No, not really. Believe De Gale will win. If not, why not? I think De Gale. A lot of this depends on what kind of frame of mind Chris Eubank Jr. turns up. That's my honest opinion. Breakfast time there for Jono. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah. So it's a Saturday morning for you, bro. You should have a lie in. What's going on? It's like mega early. What's that about? 8 o'clock in the morning for you? Aaliyah. Aaliyah just had a shower. Nice. Thank you very much, Ben. I appreciate that. Beer of choice. Well, as a lot of you guys know, I don't actually drink alcohol, but when I used to drink, I wasn't an alcoholic, by the way. I just one day stopped. Um, I only really drink Fosters and that really. Carlsberg. I don't know. I'm not really fussy with beer. Stella, of course, that was good. Do you think Joshua will go the Wilder Fury fight as he'll be in the area for training camp? I don't know. Nah, I wouldn't have thought so. I don't think Joshua wants to give Wilder or Fury any kind of shine. That's my honest opinion. Do you think Anthony Yard has V? Hmm? Anthony Yard has V. Like Cheeseman, bit too early for that fight. Yeah, it was. That's it. Mr. Turn to sleep in. Oh, wow. You could wake up at 6 o'clock. God, I'll flip. I'll go mad. Jono's the man from the future Saturday morning over there. Do you think Anthony Yard has been stepped up too slowly? Yep, yes, I do. And I understand when people say that Anthony Yard has very little amateur experience, all that kind of thing. But for me, listen, you made the decision to turn pro. Don't expect us to pay to watch you learn to fight. That makes sense. You took the decision to take the money and turn pro, so give us what we want. You can't just bypass the whole British and Commonwealth level. The Oz UK version of Wilder. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. What fight are you guys looking forward to the most? DeGale versus Eubank or Joyce versus Taverne on the undercard? I like both fights, to be honest. Oh yeah, Cronenberg Grubas. Yeah, Cronenberg's good. I might actually get a beer later, actually. As I said, I'm not alcoholic. Just one day I'll just stop drinking, and that's what it was. Craig from Oxford, big up to you. Or as some of the guys over from the pond, salute. Nicky Was. Ermo, I wonder what a Fury going to do for a trilogy. Probably. Yeah, probably. Joyce to knock out Stavern in 3 rounds. Be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice. Joe Joyce is too slow for me. He's very slow. He's pretty heavy-handed and he's got a decent chin, but he gets tagged too much. And at some point, he's going to come a cropper if he don't stick those damn hands up in front of his face. Dylan Whyte versus Povetkin is a fight I would like to see. Big test for Whyte. Yeah, but I prefer the Brazil one purely for the mandatory position. That's my only one. De Gale is tailor-made for Eubank. Could be right on that one. Could be right. As I said, maybe De Gale is just lost it now. And again, it depends on what Chris Eubank Jr. turns up. And obviously, he's got a new trainer now as well. So, do you listen to any of the US boxing podcasts? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Matthew, I listen to Budweiser. Yeah, I agree, bad guy. Yeah, of course. I listen to Bruce Fain. I listen to Hitman Boxing, of course. Yeah, there's loads actually. Actually, let me open up my subscription here and we'll have a look. Behind the Gloves, of course. Yeah, Bruce Fain. Casual Boxing Talk, of course. Counterpunch Boxing News. HT Logistics, but that's not boxing. Hitman Boxing. Johnny Boy, who I found last night actually. He's pretty good, Johnny Boy. Low Place. MCR Net, although that is UK and US combined. OTF TV, Shady Slim, Ring IQ Boxing Talk. Although Sean Newton's Canadian, but there, Travis Gotti. Yeah, I'll probably missed a couple there actually. Well, what do you guys think of the other UK channels? What good UK channels are there, in your opinion? Let's see who's good in the UK. Of course, we have to have Bad Guy. Bad Guy's got a channel there, of course. For UK channels, we have Boxing Beats and Rhymes. I rate him a lot. Boxing Librarian, of course, I like him. Boxing Talk with Aid, who I only just started watching recently as well. Channel Boxing, Del Boys Boxing News, EJ Boxing Live, Hatman, of course, IFL. Yeah, I'm probably going to miss somebody here. Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News, obviously formerly McGregor. Like I said, I think I probably missed somebody, but Boxing Social, he's a bit cringe for me. I mean, for me, I prefer IFL. Big Porky. The guy's a prat. The guy's a prat. He doesn't know boxing at all. He doesn't know. He thinks by being, because somebody pointed out his channel to me, but 2 weeks ago, something like that. Yeah, because apparently he keeps insulting me on his videos, which is not unusual because most channels that diss me are usually British. But this guy just hates everything Matchroom, hates everything pay-per-view, and I think he's racist. To be honest with you, I think he's racist because he hates on all black UK fighters and only praises white ones. And he calls himself hardcore, but he's not hardcore because you see, a lot of people think to be a hardcore boxing fan, you've got to hate on Matchroom. That's just weird for me. KO'd, what's up? MB, pound for pound boxing report. Okay, I don't know that one. Right hook boxing, I don't know that one either. Sporting #1, you got it. Wait, damn right. But Apples likes Boxing Social, yeah. T Street is all right. Oh yeah, T Street, yeah. IFL to Daddy, yeah. I agree. BWTF, yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry, I am subscribed, of course. I was on his channel 3 months ago. The boxing voice, oh God no. God no. I mean, I don't mind. You see, people call me a Matchroom fanboy or a British fanboy, but if I'm a fanboy, he takes it to the extreme. Billy C Boxing. I don't know Billy C Boxing. Do you listen to the boxing voice? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So pro Wilder, where they just have no logical sense whatsoever, none whatsoever. I don't mind his podcast with Dave Allen. Yeah, I listened to that. Porky Twat twice. Absolute bell. Yep, he is. Robinson AA. What's up? Hope you're good. Yeah, exactly. It just seems that people have this um, thing to want to do go against the grain. Yeah, if that makes sense. And people call me like I'm on the Matchroom payroll and things like that. I mean, come on now, behave. Since when is having like your own opinion and your own thoughts mean that you're on a payroll? I mean, come on now. Ness is a snitch, is he? I don't know. CM 2001 face reveal. If I did, as I said before, all your wives and your girlfriends be leaving you, so because they're going to be wanting to like find out where I live, where this Brad Pitt lookalike lives. Boxing gossip gone. Has he gone? Okay, I don't know. I never followed him anyway. I found him arrogant. Um, there's another one I've seen as well for UK, but I can't think. I can't think. Michelle Phelps fight fans, yeah. Counterpunch boxing news, yeah. When I do a face reveal, when I hit 100,000, boxing squared, yeah, yeah, but he's not British or American, so that's why I just gave British and American ones. That's all because you guys were asking me about American and British. But yeah, of course, from like that side of the world, big boys boxing, of course. Jono, formerly Kiwi Box, boxing squared. You got MBT boxing, of course. Ezekiel, Nettle boxing voice is a snitch. Yeah, so I heard. I don't know the background of it all. That's what I heard too, but obviously I don't know. Them FBI boys taking over YouTube. Brad Pitt is ugly, man. It's all about my pick. Boxer voice live shows are good. As a host, all have different views. Well, Christ, what are you going to do when you hit a million? Flop it out. Flop it out. Boxing Block Center, yeah, of course, and he's based in Germany. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, MB. I'm all right, you know. Yeah, yeah, I'm okay. Craig McDudley. No, mate, keep hidden. It would just give the haters ammunition. That is true. That is true. Just go to a Newcastle show if you want to see sporting. Absolutely, yeah, yeah. A couple of people have, and I've met a couple of people here in Newcastle and Gateshead before. I was strange feeling Fury Wild ain't going to happen. That'd be so bad for both of them. No, it will happen. It has to happen. Otherwise, Wilder's going to get stripped of that WBC title. He has no choice. I mean, Fury can pull out, of course, he could. But if Wilder pulls out, he'll get stripped. You know, that's the rules. Aussies are British. Oh, Damien, don't say that. There's a lot of Craigs in here. But you're two of them, Craig. What's the worst channels? Oh God, I'll let you guys do all that. I don't want to. I don't want people going, "Oh, he's hating. He's hating." I think anything that starts with LDB, kickboxing, Earth is flat. I have no idea. Maybe no idea. BFTB boxing is the word. I never looked at them. Never checked in them. Whatever it is. How do I know it was me? I think yeah. I was wearing a t-shirt, a Sport Icons t-shirt. Is Josh Kelly from Newcastle? Kind of. He's from Sunderland, which is 30 miles just down the road. Aussies are more British than Yanks. Well, they all have something in common. They all came from us. T Street is too whiny for my taste. Uh, boxing ego is, yep. Kiwi boxing now, big boys boxing. Yeah, exactly. You guys need to check out Big Boys Boxing, formerly Kiwi Box. This man knows his stuff on the heavyweight division. Blue Blood is the biggest tit on YouTube. I don't know, it's quite a lot of them. Fallon is the worst. Boxing Ego. Dante's Boxing Nation. Ego. Yeah. I don't watch any of those channels. Literally none of them. But I do hear that some of them do talk about me in their videos. Obviously, like you guys, you'll go on Instagram and Twitter, like let me know and send me links, which I don't watch them. There's no point. I know what it is that they're going to say, and not one of them, when it comes to boxing, can lace my boots. All they want to do is use my name as profile. It sounds arrogant, but that's what they want to do. But the sporting's name is Bob, is it? Bob. Ticket TV is the most delusional I've heard. I don't know him. Jonathan Jerome, you've done it again. Big up to you. Yeah, that Ticket TV, whatever. I think I ever heard him once when me and 78 Spots of an STD used to be okay as such. I think I've seen him on one of his hangouts probably about a year ago. I think that's probably like the last time I checked out 78 Spots of an STD. He that ticket just full of himself. He tries to be Floyd Mayweather. I think he's like a little midget guy, isn't he? Fury's the best heavyweight out of a lot of them. Could be, could be. Watch Kurt DeVille. He's brilliant. Yeah, Cat Punch Boxing News. Yeah. I think Blue Blood has a crush on Eddie Hearn. Every time he gets an interview, his next vid, he's a lot nicer about Hearn. Another fan of it thought. I don't know. I don't watch him. I don't watch him. As I said, he was one of the guys who was trying to use my name for profile, like when he first started. As so many do, try and diss me. And as usual, for most of these guys, when you bite back at them, which is very rare, I do. I usually ignore it, as I said, because usually I don't know about it. And if I do know about it, it's purely because, like you guys told me. And it's unlikely that I'll click on any of their videos to hear what it is. But when I do bite back, they tend to shut up. They tend to put their tail between their legs and run away and go very quiet. So, Ronnie Smith, what's up? Christian Thomas, what's up? Why is the WBC not enforcing the purse bid? I think it's because they're pretty confident that the fight's going to get made. I think that's what it is. It must be close, otherwise they wouldn't have put a no deadline. Because obviously they got a week extension, and when it comes to that, you're supposed to put in for another extension, which they didn't do. But the WBC seemed quite happy that how the negotiations are going, so it's going to happen. When am I going to start interviewing fighters? I've interviewed loads. I've interviewed about 20. I have. Chris Scott, yes, bro. Catch you later. If anybody hasn't seen any of my chats with the fighters, obviously most of them are Dylan Whyte. Just go to my homepage on YouTube, go to the playlist, interviews or chats even with pro boxers, and you'll find them all there. What's your opinion on Hatman Strikes Back? Yeah, he's all right. He's cool. For me, I have no issue with any channel really, none. Unless they come at me, Hatman's never come at me, so I have no reason to go at him. So let's go. Listen, all channels have their own opinion, and their fan base, not fan base, their sub base, subscriber base, will be dependent on the views. But I think nowadays a lot of people understand that sometimes it's not having a different opinion is okay, but some people take it to the extreme. So if yeah, John, take it easy, bruv. Thanks for popping in. Everyone go subscribe to Big Boys Boxing. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I never expect you guys to agree with everything that I say. I don't expect that at all. Thank you very much, Ronnie Smith. I appreciate that. And likewise, but if you guys were disagreeing with me each and every time, then you probably shouldn't be watching me. Do you know what I mean? So I expect you guys, or those who are subscribed to me, to agree with some of what I say. At least some. If you never agree, then what's the point, really? So that's why I can't watch any channels from as in the hating channels, because these people just use racism, and that's just how it is. But that's why I can't watch them, because I know what their opinion is. So there's no point in me watching any of those, because I know exactly what they're going to say before they say it. It's all going to be pro PPC, pro Wilder, anti Matchroom, anti Joshua. That's exactly what it's going to be. So, Sport and Icons is doing well sexually, ain't he? No, I'm not. I'm married. Anybody in the chat knows when you're married, you don't do well sexually. All right, you just don't. I appreciate it, Craig Essex. You take care. As I said, I'll be on live probably about 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30. We'll have to have a look. That guy always agrees with Sporting. Fury's time and the speed will be too much for Wilder's time. Hopefully, you're right. I live in Brazil. Oh wow! You tried to even get the fight, so we'll go old school radio, and that's it. Oh really, Ronnie? Oh no. Hopefully they bring DAZN over to you guys, and you guys can watch DAZN, like so the Golden Boy and Matchroom shows. Be a great night in New York. Oh, will you, Patrick? Oh, awesome, awesome. Well, I was thinking about maybe getting a couple of tickets for maybe the Wilder versus Fury, and a couple of tickets for the Joshua versus Miller. Obviously, but I can't go myself, obviously because of my sick boy. But I was going to give them to like you guys. So if any of you guys were planning on going to New York, for example, then maybe I might just do tickets. But again, it's difficult, isn't it? Because if I get tickets, I don't want to be lumped with them. Do you know what I mean? And then have to give them out in a competition to one of you guys, and whoever wins it then can't go. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a think. So racism for profit channels never learn anything about box performance. Yeah, exactly, James. Exactly. Exactly right. You see, everyone has an agenda. Every channel has an agenda, has a something that they want to drive forward. Mine is British boxing. That's exactly what it is. Yes, Ethan, I know. Yeah, I've seen the tie-in, bro. Mine is British boxing. It's always been British boxing. It's not matchroom boxing. It's British boxing. But if Eddie Hearn and Matchroom are put on the kind of shows that I want to watch, then obviously I'm going to lean more towards them. Yeah, definitely, Patrick. Wait for the official announcement. Totally agree with you on that one. But I always wish Frank Warren well, always. If he puts on a good show, he'll get praise. If he don't, then I won't give him praise. And much like Eddie Hearn, I've criticised some of his shows. I've criticised things about Joshua before, but then sometimes I have to retract it because I was wrong. Like, for example, Anthony Joshua's team, his management team, I think are arrogant. That's my honest opinion. I think that they're arrogant. And is Joshua arrogant? I have no idea. I've never spoken to Joshua. But I think that for me, I talk about and I big him up because he's delivering what it is that I want on TV. Yes, Ricks, it's live. Dylan Whyte boxing. Dylan Whyte's awesome. I'd love to go to New York and get smashed What's Box and make a party of it with Danny Beresford. British boxing, yeah, exactly. That's all it is. For me, it's British boxing. But that doesn't mean I exclude or hate against non-British fighters. Do you know what I mean? There are so many fighters outside the UK that I like a lot and I do support. Like a Joseph Parker, for example, Junior Farr from like that side of the world. In America, I like Errol Spence. I don't agree with him, which is quite blatantly ducking Terence Crawford. But I like Errol Spence. I like Terence Crawford. I like Big Baby Jarrah Miller, except when he fights Joshua, or if he was to fight Dylan Whyte, then obviously I'm going to be supporting the Brit. And that's pretty much how it goes. I like Adam Kalnacki, he's Polish American. I like Manny Pacquiao. I don't agree with some of his political things, but when it comes to boxing, I can't disagree with it. And same with Floyd Mayweather. I can appreciate what he does in the ring. As a person, he's probably a bit of a tit. But salute. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much, Walter. I appreciate that, bruv. Fish Eyes has the ace in his stable, Tyson Fury. Could be right. You see, again, it's weird. It's the comments. Obviously, unless you guys have been with me for a little while, even only a couple of weeks, then you'll understand that when I do Anthony Joshua praise videos, that doesn't make me a Tyson Fury hater. If I do praise videos of Tyson Fury, it doesn't make me a Joshua hater. There seems to be this divide. It's amazing how many times I'll do a praise Joshua video, for example, and I like the fact that he's taken on this opponent, or I like how he performed, or whatever it may be. And then Fury fans will call me an AJ fanboy. And if I do the same with Tyson Fury, AJ fans will call me a Fury fanboy, and it's bizarre. But ultimately, my favorite heavyweight right now is Dillian Whyte. But again, a lot of that is because, hey Warren, yo, and a lot of that is with Dillian Whyte is I'm biased, of course, but I've always liked Dillian Whyte. But because Dillian Whyte, he reached out to me and he helped me in the beginning of this channel, so I'm always going to be biased. And same with Dave Allen, he helped me with this channel as well. So and as much as people don't believe it, Eddie Hearn has never helped me out. Not one time has he helped me out. He's a rude person unless you see him face to face. If you see him face to face, he's nice as pie. But outside of that, I don't think he gives a damn about supporters. I can't wait to see Fury beat Chicken Legs. Damn right, Mark. Spence Betty beat Brooke. Yeah, exactly. See, Brooke was winning that fight comfortably until the injury happened. And people say that Spence caused that injury. Well, he did, but quite clearly, Brooke has brittle bones. So, yeah. And he was still hanging in there with Spence. He went 5 rounds with Spence with one eye. So, we should enjoy the 3 King heavyweights. No hate. Absolutely, Patrick. Well, 4. You've got to include Dillian Whyte in there. I'm a big fan of both Fury and Joshua, even though I slam him a bit with my honest views. I never miss a Wilder fight. Yeah, exactly. You see, I criticize Wilder's resume. I criticize things that he has said, and I've praised him before as well. Again, a lot of Wilder fans don't see that part; they only see the critical part, and it's never personal. It's never personal with Wilder. I've never mentioned his wife, his kids, or anything like that, or him as a person, as such. But it's always about, I think he's scared. I honestly believe he's scared of Joshua. Honest to God, I believe he's scared of Joshua. And I was a big fan of Wilder. I seen Wilder, was it 2012, 2013, when he fought Audley Harrison? I was a massive fan. And a second, Mark, for whatever reason, your comment just didn't pop up. Why is that? I'm going to release it. Actually, can somebody click the... Oh, it's gone. Okay. All right, it set itself good. I forgot what I was talking about now. Sport Icons is not biased. He's openly objective. Exactly. That is true. That is true. But what makes me laugh, though, is that the Wilder fanatic channels, they will accuse people like me of being on the Matchroom payroll, which is ridiculous. And I would never accept it. And that's the honest truth. I would never accept it. So not only am I not, but then what they do is worse. What they do is blatantly biased towards PBC. And with racist elements as well. But yet they're innocent. It's weird. Chicken legs ain't ready for Wilder. I agree. Joe Joyce may look robotic, but he's a massive machine, and I reckon he beats all but AJ and Fury easy. Anthony White, like this vid. A up, damn right. Appreciate it. Madison Square Garden is almost half sold out. Oh, really? Is it half sold out? Yeah, yeah. Somebody said earlier in the chat about that. Yeah. But yeah, it took how long for Wilder Fury? In fact, that one didn't even sell out. It still had another 3,500 that just wasn't there. And according to Michael Buffer, only 13,000 were actually sold tickets, and 8,000 of those were Brits. So that makes it wonder, doesn't it? Scared of Whyte too. Yep, that is true. Hearn licks the boxing voice. Yep, he does. He does. Eddie Hearn loves controversy. So for channels like the Boxing Voice, for example, they will chastise him. And Eddie Hearn sees that as a challenge. That's why he'll go on there and he'll do all that kind of thing. So Brooke is not a quitter or a bum. I agree. Yeah, I agree, Craig. I mean, it was a choice of go blind or risk going blind, or take a knee. I think he did the right thing. Ring Magazine belt status at heavyweight. It's still vacant, Edgar. The Ring Magazine will only be on the line currently between number 1 and number 2 if they fight, which is Joshua and Fury. So if them two fight, the Ring Magazine will be on the line. Sport, and where do you go on your holidays? Well, I go down south, of course, because I've still got family down south. Go to Morocco, more often than not Morocco. I've been to Germany, Spain. We did have something booked for Florida for May, but we may have to look at somewhere else because the passport office have been a bit bloody funny with my little boy's passport, which is weird. Do you know when you have to fill in the passports and you because he's already got a passport, but it expired, so we have to renew it because he's 6 years old now, and you've got to get a counter signature. We're giving them 2 counter signatures. Both of them are legit. One of them's a business owner, just not good enough. It's unbelievable. Why don't I go have a debate with Ness because he shouts and cries and bickers and screams, and of course he controls the chat. In other words, he'll just cut you off. You know what I mean? So let me open this. For whatever reason, there seems to be a lot of blue blood is a moron. I love egg sandwiches. Do you, Droops? Awesome. Ring Magazine is surely the most prestigious belt. Kind of. It is for the fans. For a fighter to win the Ring Magazine, it's like the ultimate prize for them, isn't it? So. Brooke and Wilder have shit resumes. Now, Brooke's got a pretty good one. I mean, he beat Sean Porter in America, and of course, he did actually try and fight Errol Spence. I think the internet's lagging. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Okay, because according to the bars, it's not moving properly. So I don't know if you guys can hear me. But as I said, this is only going to be a quick hangout, and I'm going to go live about 9:30. If you guys are going to be about. Actually, what time would you guys prefer me to go live later? My favourite BB moment is when he asked Hearn. Oh, I don't know. I don't watch him. I don't watch any of those channels. You see, a lot of them I hear will chastise Eddie Hearn and then go lick his backside and turn up to his events and try and get views off his name, which is disgusting, isn't it? I mean, if Wilder was here in Newcastle, I wouldn't walk up to him because it's disrespectful. I have more pride about myself than that. I sound like Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Loud and clear. Big up. Thank you very much. 10:30, 9:30. What time is that in America? Depends whereabouts in America you are. I think you guys are between 6 and 8 hours behind. So probably, what's that, 4:30, 4, thereabouts. I see Whyte besting AJ and Wilder. I just think Fury's a mile above them all. You might be right, Mark. You might be right. Hopefully, all these guys fight each other, and then we find out. And if Wilder turns out to be the best of the best, then so be it. He turns out to be the best of the best. Who you got, Eubank or DeGale? At the minute, I'm picking Eubank. At the minute, but I don't know. Blue Bloods Eddie Hearn debunked video. I don't know what that one is. I hate to miss your live, bro. Yeah, okay. So it's 2:50 in New York. So if I go live in hour and a half, so yeah, in about an hour and a half to 2 hours time. Salute, Jose Antonio Delago. What is up? Vader, clearly. Oh, some mornings I do actually sound like Vader. Like I'm trying to get my little boy up, dressed, washed, and all that kind of thing. Get breakfast down him into the car for school. I'm like, can't get enough of your accent, sporting. Need to find me a girl with that British accent. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of UK girls. I'm sure you can find them. Yeah, yeah, Mark. It'll be about 9:30. So I'll like a bite to eat, and then I go live for about an hour, about 9:30. I was purely just doing this because I was sat here twiddling my thumbs because my wife and my little boy, they've taken a weekend away. They've gone down south and that. So I'm just going to do this. Eubank by stopping to go way past it, maybe. And my wife found it. But I don't want fighters to pull that nonsense. I want to see big fights. Yeah, of course, of course. Whyte beats Wilder, but how long does Wilder make him wait? Well, if Dillian becomes mandatory by beating Dominic Brazil, then he has no choice but to fight him next. If Wilder gets past Fury, Miller must be starving. Where are you from? Newcastle. Newcastle. I was born here in the northeast, and I currently live here in the northeast as well. But I grew up, or I spent a lot of my time down south, near Milton Keynes towards London kind of area. I'm looking to see Joshua man against Miller at the press conference. That is Miller's plan, though, isn't it? To make Joshua emotional. That's why he talks about his mum in that. So I appreciate it, Scarty. Appreciate it, bro. Darth Vader also cared about his son. Yeah, I suppose he did. I'm up around Newcastle nearly every day with work. How are you, Craig? Whereabouts? Whereabouts? With Fury White and AJ. I'd shack the neighbour's cat. Well, let's hope Wilder doesn't beat them all, eh? Yeah, the Gale slowed down. Probably Eubank points. Yeah, Eubank is flawed. Mr. Wigmore, welcome. All good, thank you. Hope you are too. Fury will beat Wilder, I hope so. You buying DeGale versus Eubank? Well, if the wife isn't planning on watching a movie on Saturday, it's weird, right? Because there's no boxing on this weekend. There was no boxing on last weekend, and she was quite happy to just go do her thing. But whenever there's boxing on, it's like she knows, somehow she knows, even though she hates boxing, she doesn't watch it. And she'll be like, so we're going to watch a movie tonight? Oh, for God's sake. And if I say, well, there's boxing on, she's like, what, again? Again, there's always boxing on. Again? Sporting, is Joshua versus Miller just a knockover for AJ? Surely no. No, I don't think so. I mean, he's undefeated for a reason, and his resume, listen, he's got Marius Wack on his resume. Marius Wack is tough. Johan Duapa, he's tough, but not heavy-handed. Thomas Adamek, of course, yeah, he's getting on a bit. His last opponent, Bogdan Dinu, was undefeated, but he was about to fight Tom Little before that. So, yeah, I think Miller is just a big juggernaut, and Joshua's going to need his energy tank for this fight. Jippo in the house. Anyone need a driveway? What the? There's boxing on tonight and tomorrow. Yeah. Tonight we've got over in Kansas. You got Thomas Patrick Ward from here in the Northeast. So big up to him. Hopefully he wins. Some strange title that he's fighting for tonight. But I don't know what boxing's on tomorrow though. I haven't even looked. Women's intuition. Yeah, I think you're right on that one. It's like in her mind, I'm watching boxing every weekend, but you guys know that's not true. It just kind of happened. Like last weekend, there was nothing really on here in the UK, and this weekend, nothing on in the UK. But next weekend it will be, and she'll say, "Why are you watching boxing every weekend?" Mrs. looking for a Kenny's point, could be. Who knows? Press one. Oh, DeGale press one. Eubank press two. I'm having £500 on AJ rounds 1 to 4 and a side bet on round 7. Let's hope it doesn't happen in 5 and 6 for you. But yeah, good luck to you. LT1 tuck. Hopefully you win. Miller is like an internet troll, although AJ has a chance to punch him in the face. Yeah, I suppose so. ISO Shay. Joe Joyce is the only juggernaut. Well, officially, yeah. Mine is exactly the same. Yeah, yeah. I think maybe I need to get a divorce in and get myself a boxing wife. You all know any? What's going on? Just become gay, sport, and then you'll be sorted. Nah. I can't be gay. I can't take pain. Shout out for Annie Tucker. Annie Tucker, shout out. Boy, watch The Notebook. Your wife will suffer like me. We, she's watched that. The Notebook. That's that one. Is it? Oh, maybe I'll think of a different one. Is it something about in Germany or something? When did he coming on against Boyne? I haven't asked him. I haven't asked him actually. Um, Good advice, truth. Boxing every weekend. Tell her we don't sell sweets for a living. Well, that's true, Tarmac. That is true. Is there a way to get the zone in the UK? Apparently, some people were saying by changing your IP address, but I'm not too sure how you do it. You get the same thing from your missus too, Ronnie. Yeah. Millie's a big fat target, but it will take for a while to weigh him down. Yeah. I've got a boxing wife. Well, she fills me in all the time. Fills you in, in other words, she bashes you up, right? Hey, fight fans, guitars for you. What's up? Joe Joyce can't string a sentence together. He's characterless. He is pretty dull. He is dull. But although sometimes he tends to open up a bit. I would have thought the David Hay character would have rubbed off on him, but not really. If your woman doesn't complain about how much boxing you watch, then you ain't a real boxing fan. Well, that's true. That is true. I mean, she'd never want to like a tell me no you can't or even try it because it won't work. But she's always like, oh right, okay, all right, no worries. And I should say, so I'll take our son upstairs and watch a movie, shall I? So in other words, she'll be sarcastic about it, but she's never going to stop me doing it. So need to see Povetkin's left hook again. Be interesting to see who Povetkin fights next. I'd love it to be Parker, but you need to sign up to a VPN. That's the one, Drew. Yeah. Just looked like on over 18,000 sold for AJ vs Miller. That is outrageous amount. Outrageous. Yeah, that's gone over what Wilder versus Fury then. So if it's 18,000 sold, then that's 500 more than what Wilder versus Fury did sold in the 3 months that it's available. So, what's the one with the magic mailbox stuff women like to watch? Is it? I have no idea. My wife likes to watch uh, different kind of movies. Although she's starting to get into horror and sci-fi, which is good news for me because for a long time she wouldn't watch any of those because my whole left arm from the shoulder to my wrist is all covered in like a horror tattoos from like a movies. So I've got like a horror sleeve, and she never really watched horror, but lately she's watching a fair bit of horror, but not ghost horror. She doesn't like those. But she'll watch like gory ones, you know, and she's been watching the Saw and that lately. So boxing wives lucky compared to football wives. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. But I mean, I support Newcastle, so she knows that if I want to watch Newcastle, it's not going to be on the TV. I'll just go to the stadium because it's literally what 3 minutes drive, like from my house. So 14,000 from the UK sold. Seriously, 14,000. Wow, it's outrageous. I can't take Penfold seriously. You guys going about Joyce and Dubois speaking skills need to understand they do their talking in the ring. Well, ultimately, that is what it's about. Ultimately, you are right. My girl tells me to piss off when boxing's on. She'll tell me to be quiet, and 3 rounds later, she shouted at the TV. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Ronnie. Right? my wife is not into football at all, but I mean, like my wife is Moroccan, but when England played in like the World Cup, she was more up for it than what I am. I mean, I'm watching it, praying that England's going to win, and I may get like a little animated from time to time. She's up on her feet, screaming at it, especially when the penalties are on. Because when penalties are on, I leave the room. But but I mean, she's more patriotic to England football team than I am. It's weird. Unrivaled boxing talk and news. What is up? Yeah, I'm good, thank you very much. I'm actually just about to get off, and I want to come back on in about an hour and a half. So I want to reset the live, unless of course I fall asleep or something. So don't hold me to it, people. But I will try and get back on in about an hour, hour and a half kind of time. Derek Chisora training with Dave Colwell now. Yep. Thoroughly enjoyed watching Fury vs Wild until the missus woke up to breastfeed. One ear boxing, other ear tired, moaning voice. Those ticks probably being brought up by third-party market sites like StubHub. Not in America. But if you was a boxer, what would be your entrance music? Something heavy metal. Something heavy metal. Maybe maybe a Rammstein or Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, even Static X, probably Static X. Yeah, I don't know. It's something heavy metal. Is Colwell a good move for Chisora? Definitely. It's a move that Chisora should have done a long time ago, leaving Don Charles. That's my honest opinion. I've never really rated Don Charles. His only real success is Frank Buglioni, which doesn't say a lot, you know. Don't want someone to KO or to C-level fighter would be great. Yeah. Yes, Ninja. Catch you. Yeah, so anyway, I want to get off and AC/DC Hell's Bells. I like with Dillian Whyte. House of the Rising Sun, the Geordies. My interest music would be Barbie Girl by Aqua. Mind Games. Yeah. It's like a Dave Allen. He plays at is it Sting or Police? The Fields of Gold. He plays that. Yeah, everyone. Right. So I'm going to shoot off then. I'm going to come back in about an hour, hour and a half, or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, so thank you for keeping me company for a little while I was bored. And I'll come back on about 9:30 UK time or there or thereabouts. All right. So tell all your wives, your girlfriends, you're not going out tonight. You're not going out drinking with her. She's gonna have to go out on her own or go to bed on her own because you're gonna spend some time with sporting icons. All right. Catch you all soon. Peace.